Hello. Listen, I don't have anything prepared. I know this is like a crazy setup right now, but I didn't have anything prepared. I just wanted to have a conversation. I saw you out and about. I'm in LA right now, and I'm like, you were on the phone though. And I didn't want to bother you. Yeah, you were on the phone when I walked.
Was you outside?
In your apartment? Yeah, in your apartments. I have a friend that stays there, and I'm just frolicking amongst the fields, and I saw you. Yeah. Well, yeah. But I saw you on the phone, and I'm like, oh, okay, I think it's you.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Your dog is, Malibu gave it away. Malibu gave it away, because I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's the same dog. And I'm like, I stitched one of your videos, and I think the one video that I stitched was, you asked a question, you said, do you feel like the men in your community, black men, support you, yes or no? So I'm like, my first initial thought was, why do you want to know? Like, why do you want to know if black men support black women? Can you answer that?
Because I was trying to connect.
Connect to who?
Yeah, to black women.
To black women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you felt like a way of connecting would be like talking about relationships, whether or not we feel supported or not.
Well, it didn't start there. It started with me just going on social media when Kevin died. And Kevin was a mentor to me.
Who's Kevin?
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels was a mentor to you.
Yeah.
What are some of his ideologies that you
subscribe to?
Yeah.
Like, he told me stuff like self-doubt is your kryptonite. Like, he's just, I felt like he was streamlining like a message, like in a sense, like when I would.
Oh, he gave a message, for sure.
What message do you feel like he gave to you personally?
Oh, he didn't give any message to me personally because I didn't watch a lot of his videos.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
All right. Now this video is pretty old. It's actually 2 years old, but I've never seen nobody do it. So apparently nobody ain't found it interesting. But I thought it was interesting. I really don't know whose side to take. I'm still watching it myself. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. But I ain't gonna do too much talking because it's a pretty lengthy video. But yeah, put y'all cash up in the comments, man. Well, hold up. Y'all hear that?
Ooh. All right. Woo. This is light work.
Hey, we back with another reaction. But yeah, put y'all cash up in the comments, man. If you're new to the channel, I'll be blessing comments. If you don't believe me, just ask my supporters. They're going to let you know. You feel what I'm saying? Because they rock with me. Also, let's get 1,000 likes on a video. Also, roll to 1 million subscribers. It's always been my dream to get 1 million subscribers. So as I go after my dream, y'all go after y'all's for sure, man. And always remember, all things are possible to those that believe, man. But hey, I ain't going to hold y'all for too long. Let's get to the video, fam.
Yeah, I've seen some, of course, the ones that have went viral. And my first initial thought, which is kind of like the irony of it all, because again, he's passed away, was here is an unmarried man who's suffered from a lot of failed relationships. You know, the one with his daughter, with his exes, you know, even his baby mama being mad, him not paying child support and different things like that. Here is a sad man, like a broken man who can really articulate how he feels, but more so just deflect a lot of it onto the other party. The reason you can't find this is because you're fat. The reason you don't have a high value man, we'd have to ask ourselves, how is Kevin Samuels a high value man? I guess I'd ask you because you're like one of the, what do they call them, the Samuelites? What is a high value man? How was Kevin Samuels like?
Samuelite is crazy, but I ain't gonna lie, she was right about Kevin Samuels. But one thing, he did speak a lot of truth. A lot of stuff I don't agree with, but he did speak a lot of truth. Another thing is too, the same energy he gave to the women, he did give to the men. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it what Cam say, funky. What I was gonna say? Dang, golly, it just slipped my mind. Yeah, like I said, I don't agree with everything he say, but he do say a lot of truth. But yeah, that's it. Let's get
a mentor to you. What made you feel like he was a high value man?
I don't think I thought that he was a high.
But he was one of your mentors, so of course you found high value in him. So why? I know he said, what did he say? Kryptonite, you mentioned it?
Self-doubt is your kryptonite.
Self-doubt is your kryptonite. So he was motivational. Anything else?
Yeah, I feel like he was motivational. Why did I speak to him? So the videos I saw on him were only like like how would I live as a young dude in LA today. I like that video, like finding your wolf pack, sticking close with those, and like that's I liked it. He gave me like a tougher role, like that, you know, kind of like what a father like is.
Oh,
his son, like I wasn't talking to him about.
Did you talk to him actually?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So you had conversations with him?
Yeah, I didn't watch his content. That's what I'm saying. I had.
Oh, you knew him personally?
Yes.
When did you meet Kevin?
Miami.
I didn't know that. Oh, in Miami. What year?
This year. Last year.
Oh, last year.
Yeah.
2021.
Wasn't it last
Oh,
year?
wow.
Like December.
I mean, did you meet him at a Chick-fil-A and you were like,
No,
I love what you said? Like, what the fuck? I mean, what?
I reached out to him on Instagram after watching some of his content.
Okay.
I said, hey, I believe in mentoring. Can you give me an hour? And then I paid him for the hour.
Oh, how much did you pay him?
It was maybe like $1,000.
$1,000 an hour. Shit. Of course, you know, I know.
Now he'll get paid like that. Now I need to start coaching. God, hey, he was getting money like that off of coaching. Man, what? But this Keita Rose, did she just get fired from that podcast or whatnot? Now she exposing them. Hey, bro, Ace Metaphor was smashing the whole lineup. See, I told y'all about them guru relationship people. Man, bro, come on. They be finessing the brakes off people. The man was going on tour, teaching people about relationships, but smashing the whole panel. Bro, y'all paying for the tickets. Crazy to me. Look, and we listening to her right now, and she got fired. You hear me?
You based on your social media. I didn't really know you have an Instagram. I more so saw you on TikTok. And of course I told you that was the one question, right? Like, why do you need to know how black women feel about black men? I think watching your content, I always want to get like a fair opinion of who I'm looking at, right? I want to see you for not just the comments. What are you saying? I think one of your videos was like, you're the average of the people that you're around. You said that your best friend was Hispanic and your boyfriend is black. So naturally you're like the average of the two. That's the reason why you maybe act the way you act or do what you, I'm not really sure. I don't know. I looked at it and I'm trying to like gain a perspective, but what did you mean by that?
What did I mean by what? You're the average of the 3 people you surround yourself with?
Yeah.
I meant that the people you surround yourself with, you become them. Like, you know, when you like spend a lot of time with somebody, like your best friend.
Well, that's a fact though. Like you are who you hang around. That's a success principle. You feel me? If you're around 3 broke people, you're gonna be the 4th one. So I think that's what she was trying to say. Now, Keita, she coming off real passive aggressive. I don't know too much about the white woman. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying to gauge it because this is my first time watching it. Like I said, majority of all my reactions is live. So I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all help me figure it out in the comments as well. But I know that statement the white woman said is absolutely true. You are who you hang around with. Facts. You feel me?
My best friend. Yeah. Okay.
How long have you been best friends for?
Like 10 years, like 12 years. We've been best friends for 12 years.
And would you say that you have things in common?
Of course.
Would you feel like you have a lot in common?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think I like morph into her. Like, I don't think I become her. Because that's what you said. You're like, you become.
No, I didn't say you become. I said you're the average of the 3 people you spend the most time with. Like, you're that's the people that you spend all your time with.
Right. So you start to mimic things that they do. Because, we have things in common. We like certain.
Active, right?
Yeah.
So you, in that same statement, right,
Yeah.
you reference the races of the people around you. So we are, in those terms, directly speaking to that, because in that statement, that's what you reference. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're right.
Right.
100%.
So you feel like like you said, you reference the racists who are around you.
Yeah.
So you feel like you reference black people because your boyfriend's black.
My boyfriend's black.
Or you reference Hispanic people because your best friend is
Hispanic.
Yeah. So how long have you been around both people? Because I know you told me that your boyfriend, you met him about 8 months ago.
Yeah. My
So-
boyfriend didn't make me like this.
Okay, who
My
did?
ex-husband did. So that's
Was your ex-husband black?
No, Hispanic.
Hispanic, okay.
Yeah.
And he made you like this, like what though?
Like, I feel like he was the one I spent the most time with. And I would say, like, I don't know, when people say, you know, you talk, like I was listening to different music, like I was
Music like
watching
what?
all kinds of different, I mean, even with you, like remember I never went to a club before us.
What made you feel like you couldn't express yourself as an artist? Like, why did you feel caged?
Wanting to be successful.
And it's all
I just wanted to keep being successful.
She had people, like high level people telling
Yeah, you know.
Was your husband like a high level like controlling? Like, what made you feel like you?
Talk about my past like that. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters.
I think your past shapes you. I think that, I mean, like you said. So I mean, nobody will really, I mean, of course I understand if you don't want to go that, I 100% understand, but I do absolutely think your past matters, for sure.
I've known her for, like, she's one of my closest best friends.
Okay. Yes.
So I've known her for 8-9+ years.
Mm-hmm.
The woman you see here from the one she was in her marriage is completely different because now she's her true self. She's able to express how she feels, how she is.
But I'm sorry to cut you off. So when you say she is her true self, but she just said you become the average of the people that are around you, like you start to
I was getting
become them.
It was not only that, but like for example, I exposed her to like the club life, to Megan Thee Stallion. Like,
you love Megan Thee Stallion. We love Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm the one.
I think Kita's trying to, because she's being sarcastic, but I'm trying to figure out what point she trying to make, because I know exactly what the white girl trying to say. She basically saying like she picked up on certain cultural habits because the closest people around her is black and Hispanic, so she might be going to black clubs a lot or Hispanic clubs a lot, and that kind of shapes how she move and how she do things. Now it don't make her one of them, but the way she move may be like how some of these people move, because obviously if you're around that a lot, you're going to adapt to it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting from the white woman, but I'm trying to figure out where Kita is going with it. You feel what I'm saying?
That we went to bottle service, I'm like twerking on the table and she's right there with me.
Okay.
And I never party, right? Because I'm like a good girl. Like I was like focused, like because I went from like Catholic school to boarding school to like LA. Be careful, like.
So very conservative.
Yeah, and then like.
But then you meet.
And then into a marriage.
Oh, the marriage. Okay, marriage,
right?
and then.
Coming out of a marriage.
Okay.
At like 23, like what's
depression.
Yeah.
Depression for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. I've been there. Absolutely. When you asked me, what do I want to get out of this? It was more so a conversation so we can understand each other. And the reason being is because I know you said that I want a connection, right? Like I want a connection with black women. That's why I ask black women certain questions.
Yes.
But you must read your comments. So you must see that thousands and thousands of black women are saying that this rhetoric that you use is offensive, and you kind of... Do you skip over those? Because, I mean, if you want a connection...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So we're seeing that even your best friend being Hispanic and, you know, like you said, becoming or being the average of the people that you're around.
Yeah.
We don't see any of that with, like, the Hispanic community. Just more so just black women. Why are you single mothers? Black women. Do you feel supported by your men? Black women. And it's like... if you're the average of the people around you and half of that is the Hispanic best friend, we don't see anything directed towards the Hispanic community, just more so the black. And so our first initial thought is you're wanting to gain popularity off of black outrage. Because you know that, I seen one of your videos and I looked at the comments, and one of the 27,000 likes on a comment that said, this is offensive. This is disrespectful. Why are you saying things like this, especially when you want to connect?
Yeah.
And you read the comments and you see the things that are, I'm going to have a black baby. What did you mean by that?
I can't relate to you. I can't relate to you. Maybe that's the real, I can't relate to the place you're coming from. I can't relate to it.
To me personally, or just to black women?
No, you're asking me. What do you mean? What do you say? Like, why?
Because you make the videos and you put them out there.
From a defensive place.
I don't think. Let me back up because I'm super. Hold on.
I think that she's just trying to clarify.
I'm super like I'm a loud person,
She already-
so let me like back it
No,
up a bit
you
because I think it's
you
my
know,
tone.
But no, yeah, because you think you know.
Well, I'm asking. I don't know. I'm looking at your social media,
Yeah,
and one of the
but
videos that I watched
you're not
earlier.
asking me, but you're not asking.
I'm asking you, what did you mean by I'm going to have a black baby anyway?
What do you mean? I didn't say that. Show me that.
These are
Baby, can I see your
have a
phone?
black baby anyway. Show me that. You're taking things out of context.
So you know what she's referencing about because you're saying that she's taking it out of context. So what was the context then?
I don't know what that context.
So you have no
was.
recollection of anything of you online on TikTok discussing having a black baby.
This feels like we're in court.
Well,
Well, I don't know.
Girl, let's go.
Okay, so it's right here.
This feels like court.
I'm gonna have a black baby and I'm gonna keep doing my braids.
Yeah.
Stop doing my braids.
Let's go. Let's look at it.
Because y'all already know I'm gonna have a black baby with him. Also, I'm not gonna stop doing my braids. I want to have a reasonable conversation. I'm on your side. If there was a war, I'd fight on your side. But I'm gonna continue doing my braids because thank you for inspiring me. That's how I feel. Thank you for inspiring me. I love black culture. I love hip hop. I'm an artist, so listening to music is my biggest passion. So I'm not gonna stop. So don't stop. Cause y'all already know I'm gonna.
Oh, I know what the issue is. Now, so the issue is black women mad because this white woman basically, I guess she wants to, well, she's like trying to adapt to black culture. Like she's wearing the braids, got a black man, and she says she's gonna have a black baby, which she is. The baby's gonna be biracial, but we're gonna identify him as a black baby. But I can see why a lot of black women would be mad. They're like, oh, is she trying to take our culture? But you can't stop this white woman from putting braids in her hair. If she want to put braids in her hair, you can't stop this white woman from being with a black man. And she's right. She gonna have a black baby. She just want to identify with the culture. She just like, I like being around these folks, so I'm gonna try to act like them. But honestly, guys, us, we don't care about that stuff. The black women is the women that be getting mad about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand from their perspective. You know what I'm saying? But this is another thing that I want to say about, white women that want to identify. You don't have to try so hard to do it, like be talking about it on social media and stuff. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be you. Hey, just be you. If you want to put braids in your hair, put braids in your hair. You feel me? But don't try to overdo it, going on Instagram and making whole stories and all of this stuff about it. You ain't got to do all that. Just go put some braids in your hair and do what you got to do. You feel what I'm saying? That's just that. And black women, you can't shame nobody for wanting to wear braids. You feel me? I wasn't the first ones with braids. White Vikings was wearing braids way before, like way in the Viking days. Long time ago, they was wearing braids. White men. You know what I'm saying? So, but hold up. So we can't. Oh, it's not. Yeah. So yeah, let them folks wear what they want to wear. You feel me?
So that's what I meant. So what did you mean by that?
Just because you give me hate doesn't mean I gotta give you hate back. That's what it means.
Right, but what did you mean by I'm gonna have a black baby? Is because your boyfriend is black, you
Yeah, because I want to have a baby with him.
But just
one
clarify,
day.
because it went from like I'm gonna have.
Because if you have a baby with a black man, that's a biracial baby.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. This is like fucking court.
Okay, now you saying that's a biracial baby, which is true. But what about when Obama was president? If I'm not mistaken, everybody said, "Oh, we got our first black president." Am I lying? Why weren't we saying we got our first biracial president? I ain't hear one black person say we got our first biracial president. They said we got our first black president. When somebody see her kid, they're gonna say that's a black boy. You know what I'm saying? But he is biracial. You feel me? But that's just my take. You black. You feel me? That's when we see you, we're gonna say you black. You hear me? That's how you're gonna be identified in society. That's just that.
Well,
Like this feels like court. Like How do you say it? Because you're coming from the wrong. Why are you so defensive? What have I? What do?
No,
what
I'm
is
not.
the problem?
I'm not. Well, let's
Because
just
do
let's
my
ask.
hair a certain type of way because I got box braids. Is that a problem? Why is that a problem? Like I've had these conversations with my black female friends. Why is that a problem?
The black female friends.
So
Okay.
then the question maybe you can pose is what
This
is
is so
the
much bigger.
difference?
What is?
And so are you looking? Are you on the same side seeking understanding as well? Because I'm pretty sure Keita could explain to you what. I don't even think Keita has a problem with you.
I don't.
She do have a problem with him because the way she's talking, and look at the title, full interview. The title of this is full interview with white woman who speaks negatively about black women for views. I'm not gonna lie. She did not say nothing negative about black women. This is what she's saying to black women, and she's trying to identify because she's with a black man, and she's like, I guess she like that culture. She trying to be hip with the black. She's trying to blend in. You feel me? I think that's a compliment. When we see, I ain't gonna lie, when we see this is stuff women be tripping about. Guys don't. When we see a white boy who identified with black culture, we just dap him up like, hey, what's up? You feel me? Paul Wall. Nobody ain't tripping. You feel what I'm saying? But women, y'all be getting offended. We don't care. Guys don't care.
This is
It's not even on that side.
let me tell you what Keita's side is on.
I don't know if this
When we have a conversation, right, the side, when we had a conversation earlier and I told you that a lot of people just choose a side and it becomes a war.
Yeah.
But the reason why it becomes a war is because we don't understand each other. So when I ask you questions like, what does it mean when you say I'm going to have a black baby when there is hundreds of black women in your comments right now saying that this is offensive? Do you understand what you're saying? Why are you?
What comments? There's comments saying that it's offensive.
Well, yeah, if I.
Give me a comment. Let me see if I read it. Let's go.
So I don't know whether or not.
That you relate to. How about that? Because you and me are.
I feel like you're being defensive now. Because I'm trying to finish a sentence and you're up, you're down, you're
like give me a comment that you want to discuss.
Right. So let me do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So whether or not you read it or not is pretty irrelevant. Your ratio's crazy. You have 500 comments to like 100 likes. So I know that you being an influencer, you can see the fact that no one's liking it, yet they're all commenting. Of course, that's just my thought as an influencer. I'm like, why do you have such low engagement? And why is your comment section booming, but yet your like shares aren't? So I'm looking at your comment section and I see if there is a war, you're definitely not on our side. The majority of the people in your comment section liked that comment. It's the top one. Yet you skipped past that one, and the comment that you liked by the creator is, the obsession is real. That's the comment that you liked right here. The obsession is real. So if this comment is directed, or this video is directed to black women, and this comment is saying the obsession is real, who is obsessed? Because you liked it. So why did you like that comment? Like, what obsession is real?
Do you hear yourself talk?
Yeah. I do. I'm super. Let me be clear. I'm very intelligent, and I'm trying to have a conversation with you to understand where you're coming from, because a lot of what you do and say is disrespectful. But
I really don't understand what Keita is trying. Keita look good. She do though, but besides the point, I'm trying to see what point she's trying to make. I think the white girl, she just like, hey, she trying to be in a sisterhood. I really think that's what it is. And I'm really trying to, y'all gonna have to let me know, black women in the comments, let me know like why. I'm trying to understand myself. I'm not gonna speak on that I really can't understand, because I know if it was on the other side, like if it was a guy, a white dude who was trying to be like, identify with our culture and, dress like us or whatnot, I don't care. We don't. I'm pretty sure all the black guys, because we've been in the hood, been around. It's always that white dude who be right there. We just don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to know, what is it that got her triggered? You feel what I'm saying?
No. To the black community. And the black community tells you every day in your comments, and you kind of skip over that. So I said, I'm not going to judge you, and I'm not going to be super aggressive. I want to have a conversation, because maybe I can get... I can really understand where you're coming from. But what I think it is you can't explain why you do the things you do. You can't explain them. So you say things like, you're being aggressive and you tone police me because you can't explain why you say things like, the majority of black women are single mothers. Why?
I didn't say that. I did.
What did you ask?
I asked why that is.
Why the majority of black
Yes.
women are single mothers?
Yes.
The majority of black women are not single mothers. And if you wanted to know this, is this for like a report you're working on? Why? Because it's not connection. It's not connection. And let me tell you why it's not connection. Because the connection between an influencer is that of the influencer and the audience. Your audience is screaming to you right now, based on your ratio, that they do not.
Now I can say, now I can see why that would make a black woman mad if a white woman was to say, well, why most black women single mothers? Now I can say it. Most of them are. I don't know. I think it's like 70%. A lot of them, but that got something to do with a lot of the culture, the music, and all of that that's being pushed on our race, specifically that's promoting that. You know what I'm saying? But you do have good black women out here. You know what I'm saying? Every one of them ain't like that. But in our race and our culture, it is more. I would say statistically. But, well, that's from the last statistical research I've done. But, yeah, but I can see why a black woman could get mad from hearing that for sure.
I like what you're saying and what you're doing. And maybe if you explain to them why you do it, but you can't, that's clear, maybe they'll understand. Because we're trying to figure it out. What it looks like is you're a white artist that wants so desperately to make it out here in LA. So she's going to say negative things about the black community because you know that black outrage is what will get you popularity. But it isn't, right? I mean, based on your analytics, based on the ratio of the amount of hate you get in your comments based on the likes or anything, it's like, you can clearly see that people feel this way, yet you keep going. And I just don't understand why. I thought maybe you would give me a background story. Because what I personally think it is like maybe like an identity crisis.
An identity crisis.
Yeah. An identity crisis. Do you feel that way?
That I'm in an identity crisis?
Not that you are one, but that you're going through one.
That I'm going through an identity crisis?
Do you feel that way?
Not at all.
Okay. Because this is who you really are.
What's this? You made up your story.
I mean, no, this is what you said. You said you morph into the people that you're around.
To me, though, you can't interrupt me. You can't interrupt me. We don't interrupt each other.
I agree.
If we do that, I'm out of here.
All right.
Cool. I feel like you made up your story about me. I feel like you, in your mind, you're writing the story out in your head. So I'm in court, I'm answering yes or no, and I can sit here and do that, but you're not trying to have a conversation. I asked you when we came in here, you're talking to me about trying to make it in LA. I made it in LA. I don't need to do anything. You're projecting onto me. That's the problem. It's your story, you're writing it for me. So I'm just over here like, okay, that's not the way, that's not a conversation. That's why I asked you, what do you want out of this? What did I want out of this? I actually wanted a conversation. That's why I asked those fucking questions.
The questions on your page.
But then also certain responses.
But then I guess, how did you want a conversation when you don't read the comment? Because you said, I don't read the comments.
The comments at the beginning, I was reading the comments. That's when I got the books. And like, because I was like.
And look, can I just say that
I don't even know.
when you're following people on social media and when you're looking at people on social media, you have to understand that they're following you based on that one video that they've seen. So they don't know so when you say I started reading the comments at first, what did those comments look like at first when you first began to read the comments? Like, what did they look like?
There's certain things I don't understand, and that really hit me. Because when it comes to my friends, it's like, I've had some conversations, but I haven't had that many, like, to be honest. And I guess part of me wasn't even brave enough to ask those. Like, I don't even know if it's brave or if it's like, I never liked the difference when it came to my one-on-one relationships. So I never brought it up. Like,
you never asked the people around you these things.
We just talked about other stuff, like other topics, not
like just random,
Yeah, like like just like being a girl, more like being a girl and like figuring out life, and or like, yeah. I mean, it's just difficult. Like with you, I feel when we talk, you get really defensive. So I don't really feel like, I feel like. And I don't want to project that, but I don't know what to tell you.
No, it's okay. I mean, your feelings are valid, and you're absolutely able to express them.
Yeah.
So, like I said, safe space. I think that a lot of the conversations aren't ready to be had because I honestly, and this is like the nicest way, but I don't think you know the answer. I don't think you know the answer, and not because you're not intelligent, not because you haven't made it.
Whatever point Keita trying to make, it's like she like helicoptering around a landing pad, but not landing on what she's trying to say. Because right now we're just going in circles. I'm like, what? Okay, what are you trying to get out of this woman? I'm trying to hear it. Like, for real. We've been watching this video for how long? For a long time. What do you want this woman to say? Like, what point? God, like, you got to let us know. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing it. What is it? Are you mad because she want to be a part of black culture? Are you mad about the comment that she said about the single rating with black women? Are you mad about that? Are you mad about her saying that she's going to have a black baby? What are you mad about? You know what I'm saying? What point are we trying to make? Are you saying she don't like black women? Like, or, you feel me? Or she's stealing from black culture? You feel me? I want to know, like, the point so you got to know exactly what, you feel me, what the problem is. You got to identify the problem and then go to a solution. If we don't know what the problem is, we can't find a solution. You feel me? So, Keita, you got to break it down. That's what being an interviewer is. You feel me?
In LA or what, I don't think you know the answer. I think you're still searching for a lot of things, which is absolutely fine because we're all human beings, but that's why I wanted to have this conversation. I didn't write my story about you. I was just really interested in, maybe this is a woman who said that, she bounced around from Germany, Russia, back to Germany, to the UK, and then to the US, and maybe bouncing around all those places, you lose sight of who you are exactly, where you come from, what makes you you, right? I told you that I was a military brat, so there was times hopping from state to state, city to city, where I'm like, do I like this music or this music? What am I doing? I mean, that's a part of growing up and really learning ourselves. But I say that I think that you developed a strong relationship with your best friend, with your boyfriend, and that strong relationship translated into you adopting a lot of what they do. That's how I feel about this situation. What would you say to that? To what I just said?
As I said, I feel like you wrote your story about me. Just put it out there. Yeah, that's how I feel.
So as an artist,
yeah,
what genre of music would you say that you do?
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
No, see, you did it again.
I did what?
You write your story. I didn't say hip hop.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Hip hop.
Oh, hip hop.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. So of course, I'm sorry. I thought you said hip hop.
Yeah.
What is hip hop?
It's just the stuff that I like.
The stuff that you like mixed together.
Yeah.
So if I'm in a record store and I'm like, I need my Alex Von Dutch single, and he goes, the cashier, of course, goes, what genre is that? What would I say? Like,
You probably.
could I get it anywhere?
No, I don't ask myself the questions that you're asking yourself. I'm just making music because I love music again. Because when I first started making music, I was making music to be successful.
Okay. But this is more so making music from the heart.
Already successful.
Bro, even if it was hip hop, one of the biggest hip hop artists of all time, Eminem, is white. You know what I'm saying? So you can't try to shame this woman for she got the woman scared to say what type of music she do. Bro, let that woman live, man. If she want to identify with black culture, get her a black boyfriend to do and dress like us, cool. Cause there was a time where they ain't want nothing to do with us. So I look at that as, hey, Hey, I'm with it, you know. But I ain't gonna lie, bruh. Black women. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all always say, "Oh, I dated out of my race," bruh. Do y'all understand that I dated black women? They didn't want me. I can't be what I rock, man. I'm gonna tell y'all that I rock with who rock with me. That's something I always teach y'all. All of the black women I was with, they left me because I was broke and I wasn't finna look like I had money. That's just that. My wife, I met her, she ain't care. So I'm like, oh, this is what we're gonna rock with. You hear me? You hear me? So I'm not finna, bro, that's just that. That's the only reason I went outside of my race. Yeah, I love my race. I love black women. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I rock with who rock with me, bro. That's just that. But I feel like we ain't really getting to no end on this. I feel like I know what Keita's mad about. She felt like the other girl is still in black culture. She done got her a black boyfriend. And she wanna, you feel me, identify with the culture. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about that video. It's crazy that video 2 years old. I ain't never seen it. But y'all probably seen it. You hear me? But yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think about the video in the comments, man. But hey, see you guys next video. Always remember, be safe for hit kings and queens. Let's get